EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 40. 47 is the mark.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Johnston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Johnston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Johnston. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to...
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Third and 2, now Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. We had 4 in the game last week without having some go-to moves with counters.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Stop. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep for Adams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Yeah, had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In motion right is Wilson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 7-7, our score after 1. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Mike 57. Get the ball. 11 mighty. Check. Fresno. Check.
Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
44's Mike. Check. Here we go. Let's bring it. 11 Thomas. Let's bring it. 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Being chased out left. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Right 80. Right side. 11. Hey, check back 21.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnston on the right side. Open is Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Operating from the gun. Johnston. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnston able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Johnston. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here, 1st and 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Check 24. Check 24.
Up the middle, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Here we go. Cut. 180. What is it? 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they go play action now. Burrow steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 19 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. but clearly there's some growing still to do.
11 MT, take.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Burrow on play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And that flag accepted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 56 to Mike.
On first down, Johnston.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Blue striker. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56, right there, 56.
Here's Hall again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 32 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here we go. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And he can't find a receiver, and he he's brought down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
11.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Johnston.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
56.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Johnston. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He hits Adams, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
86 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll go again with Hall.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Johnston. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Hot. I got you.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Dorsey.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both